T.I.'s hit song, No Mediocre, because T.I. and Tiny are here today. Now, there's a new study out of Harvard that found that women who have the so-called younger gene will always look up to 10 years younger than their real age. And you are as lucky to have the gene if you're black. She's Mediterranean. She's a mix.
You're just being nice.
No.
I'm screwed.
No. We know what the ones who look like when they're screwed. We know them out and go,
You don't look like that.
That's not you. You got all that Mediterranean blood. But how interesting is that? People always say black don't crack.
Heard that black don't crack.
Apparently it's true scientifically now.
20% of black women, 10% of white women seem to have this gene. And for a long time it was all about melanin. The doctors said that it was all about melanin, but now we know that DNA has something to do with it.
I love it. I love it. My grandmother is like almost, I don't know how old your grandma, but she's probably almost like 89, 90. She looks like she's 45.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
But I know we did the beauty show together, and there is a message about sunscreen, though, right? That
we cannot. I'm very, very crazy about this. It's been for years this lie that we don't need sunscreen. Let me tell you, the #1 group with skin cancer these days, black folks, because we have this idea in our heads that we don't need it. We do.
Yeah.
And you need to use it. And those of you with pale skin, you know you have to use it.
Right.
But everybody should have sunscreen on, because that sun is no joke. Speaking of black folks, the Washington Post talked to some black voters who said they feel so let down that they are asking if it's even worth voting for Hillary Clinton. They say, wait, it gets better. They say, if a black president couldn't change things for black people, what can we expect from Hillary?
I've heard this so much, though.
But see, here's the deal, though, Whoopi. I think that because President Obama, when he was running, had such electrifying speeches, people thought that he was going to walk on water. I mean, they really thought he would just change everything in the world. And I think because everything
What did they think he was going to change?
I think they thought we would have racial harmony, kumbaya, and everything would be great. We would have no wars. I mean, I think people really did sort of think that this guy was going to change the world.
But it's not him who has to change
Well,
it.
exactly.
It's the communities that have to come together, right? Not the president.
I agree with you, but I'm saying I think that that's why he bought into this false idea of what one person could do.
It's sad.
Well, I tell you what that one person did. A lot of those people who are bitching about this now have health care. He did that. Okay? So, you know, nobody can fix everything. It's not like he sat around and ate bonbons for 8 years and was just sort of not doing anything. He was trying to do stuff, and he did the stuff he could do. Maybe we need to readjust how we're looking at folks and wonder where and what we should be expecting from a president.
And if I could just say, I know this conversation has nothing to do with me,
Yes,
but
it does.
I'm just saying, I'm Mediterranean for Pete's sake. But this, you know, I've talked about this idea of identity politics before. This idea that someone owes you something because they look, I mean, I don't expect Hillary to, you know, cure cramps because she's a woman. I mean, you know, this idea that because someone looks like you, they owe you something extra is asinine, and it is cynical. And, you know, man, woman, purple, green, black, white, Republican, Democrat, they owe you 3 things: to keep their word, to do what they say they're going to do, and to always do their best. And that's it.
Yeah.
You know, like, they got to tell you the truth, they got to try their hardest, and you know, they got to be upfront with you. But they don't owe you special things because of what any of you look like.
Well,
That's
all you have to do is look at white people who have run. It wasn't like they were running. They said, oh, we're just going to fix stuff for the white people. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Grow up. You know, apparently, I mean, it's, you know, black guy and everybody loses their mind. Woo! Apparently, millennials and Gen Xers don't think their futures are looking very bright either because they're so worried they're not going to have enough money to retire. What do you think about that?
Well,
and what can they do?
I think the problem for a lot of the millennials, and we've seen, and a lot of millennials work in our office, they are working in a very different environment. I mean, I went to a retirement party for a guy who had worked for 50 years at one company.
Right?
Same company. They don't have that kind of security. They jump all over the place with jobs, and I think that it's a very insecure generation. And it's sort of understandable. They think that people do owe them something too, maybe.
Well, and then the Gen Xers, which is my generation, I think that's 39 to 46, this is sort of around the time when Republicans, no joke. I mean, you know, this is they're married and they've got 2 incomes and they're still struggling and they don't believe, you know, this goes back to sort of distrust of the government. They don't think programs like Social Security that guarantee their parents and grandparents a check every month are going to be there for them. Because they're not.
But we also,
programs that are going bankrupt.
But we also see a lot of people older than us, and I'm definitely in a different spectrum of, you know, millennials. I've been working since I was 3. But I have some people in my family that started working, and they see these people working their hands to the bone with 4 or 5 jobs and still hardly making a way for themselves. And let's not forget about the glorification of being a celebrity and wanting to be an actress and a singer and a rapper and a dancer. Like, those jobs are very small and minuscule if you really look at the scheme of things. Let's start, you know, bringing some light to other jobs that can make you money.
Like, you know, trade schools. People don't go to trade schools. You got to go to trade school. Electricians, New Jersey has 4,000 electricians in the whole state. In the whole state, because nobody knows how to do anything. They don't know how to be plumbers. Y'all gotta hit some of these other places. Actresses are fine, but we're a dime a dozen. You know, electricians, gold. We'll be right back with more Hot Topics. Think about it.
Is there a shelf life to the clothes in your closet right now? Find out why the devil's in the details. Next.
Wisconsin mom whose generous donation to her local hospital is making headlines. She's breastfeeding her son. Notice she had some milk left over. So she gave the extra 29 gallons of it to the hospital.
She's so small. That's
29 gallons?
Okay, can I just say I'm having flashback resentment? Because when I was breastfeeding, I barely got like an ounce out. And when I hear about women like this, I just get so upset.
Okay, you're going to deck me that. I was a human cow. I had so much breast milk. Have you seen my son? He's huge because he literally was like, I had so much. He grabbed the boob. This is when we cut him off. He grabbed the boob with buds and he was like,
I eventually got the hang of it.
I had so much, and if I put it in the freezer, my husband would go for ice cream and be like, ew, it touched my hand! It touched me! I touched breast milk! So
you became a natural resource, pretty much.
I became a natural resource. And if I had someone to donate it to, I would have. But you know, but then that baby would have had all the chocolate I was eating. It gets into liability issues, I'm sure, in this day and age. But yeah, I mean, and it is what it is, right? I mean,
isn't she donating milk? I think that's genius.
Which is great.
Yeah, which is really nice. It's really nice. But I have to say, the breastfeeding people are really, really crazy about it. Every woman should do like whatever floats her boat. I was home, I wasn't working, my kid was super into it. It doesn't matter if you don't have milk and it's a pain.
But if you can't do it, not everyone can do it.
And every baby turns out fine. It's up to the moms. Do what works for you.
Yeah,
you know?
not everybody can do it. I'm a big, you know.
But if you can do it, it's a big difference.
I know this is
it can, but my kid turned out fine as well, and she didn't do it because she was born with a tooth.
Yeah, you didn't want to do that.
Well, it took one time. I was like, what the hell? Somebody take the tiger away.
Formula time!
It was like little baby Dracula. Terrible. You know, did you know, speaking of Dracula, missions to colonize Mars are being planned. Space tourism is around the corner, and now another industry will boldly go where no one has gone before. A porn website plans to make the first adult movie filmed in orbit. The name of it called Sex Explorations. I'm not sure why, with what's going on in the world, that this is the big idea to do.
But what do you think? Gravity. There needs to be some gravity.
There won't be any gravity. There won't be any gravity because if you're in space,
everything is floating like this.
There's no gravity.
See, when you get to be a certain age, they're down here. With zero gravity, they'll be up here. And they float above you, and then sometimes they just go like that, you know?
It's going to be a whole new section of the dictionary for different position names.
Absolutely.
Different position names,
If you can get
without a doubt.
I think so. Speaking of which, a study of women's fashion found that most will ditch clothes after wearing them only 7 times. Now, after that, many women feel old or jaded, or that it doesn't fit them right anymore.
Well, we like to shop a lot of this, and I have to say, there are times when I will go and find clothes from like the last season, and I go, wow, where'd this come from? I mean, it's totally new to me.
Right.
So I think we buy so many clothes and we get bored, and then we move on to the next thing, right?
But I don't do the throwing away part. Like, I have fat jeans from college, my skinny jeans from high school. I have everything. I can't throw away anything. And I wear things over and over again. I am uncomfortable with all the newness of the clothes here. I'm always back there. Oh, I wore this last Monday. I can wear it again. But you have been in television your whole life, so that's a different standard.
I've been wearing new clothes since I was 3 years old. Every scene, every week, maybe 17 different clothing changes a week. So from 3 years old till around 25, in my head, I mean, again, I'm 3 in my head, and as an adult, I'm like, I can't wear this again. This is unnecessary. Somebody saw me in it already. But in my own closet, I have a separate little cubby hole in my house that when I clean out my closet, I put it in there, and like you, I come back maybe a year later, I'm like, oh, I can bring this back, back, but I have a problem wearing the same clothes twice a week.
Wow.
If I'm out in public, sorry. If I'm out in public. If I'm at home, I don't wash my clothes. I wear the same thing nasty every day.
But you're like, you have like a uniform, right? Like,
Yeah, I wear that. You know what? My jeans, I wear my jeans at least 3-4 times. At least 3-4 times during the week, because I don't think you need to wash them. I need to change my shirt every day. I need to change my underwear.
After 7 uses?
No, because you know what? This is the kind of bonehead that I am. The minute I throw something away, it's the only thing I wanted. It's the only thing I wanted.
Right.
Oh, that shirt, oh my God. Now, mind you, I have 700 shirts look the same. But that one shirt I've thrown away, that's the one I obsess on. So I try to wear only white shirts because they make me comfortable. And I wear my jeans, you know, whether they're leggings or whatever. Those I can do. Fresh underwear and socks, because I can't wear socks twice.
But you ever throw them away? Like, like I never throw anything away.
Because I can hear my mother saying, really?
There's nothing wrong with those. Me
So you
too.
hold on to things that you should throw away. I mean, I have things that are uncomfortable,
I have
like
things
shoes.
that are like a decade out of style, and they're all in my closet.
But they're uncomfortable sometimes, and you wear them, and you think, I should get rid of this, and you think they're going to magically change in your closet, and you put it on again, and it's still...
Now it's the same old thing. You know something? I don't know if you know this, but Kool-Aid now has a new liquid drink that's convenient to make, and it has 50% less sugar than regular sodas. Now, what's that? What's that noise? Oh my God! It's a Kool-Aid! Oh my God! It's a Kool-Aid man! Hey, Kool-Aid man! Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid! Hey, baby! Hey! Say, Kool-Aid man, does our audience look... Do we stir up a little fun with them? Great, because Kool-Aid is giving members of our studio audience a Kool-Aid Summer Fun value pack valued at over $100. Thanks, Kool-Aid! Hey, we will be right back with T.I. and Tiny. Hey, Kool-Aid!
They're reality TV's royal couple who've been together for 14 years. But we're Annie. Does your boo know you? Next.
take it off, lay it down, like it's my last day in town. I couldn't even put no plan round, but shout out, I'm saying, round, but shout out, I'm saying. Now, me let you walk away without walking, funny, be talk about me, I highly doubt it, so let me tell you about it.
Grammy Award-winning superstar T.I. just kicked off the 5th season of his hit reality TV show, T.I. and Tiny, The Family Hustle. They have a plan to make up for lost time, but their kids aren't happy about it. Take a look.
The good news is, we never got a chance to go on a honeymoon, and we are gonna go.
We're going on a honeymoon.
No, we, not we.
Us. We. Hey.
No.
Yes.
We. These kids quite understand what goes on a honeymoon. I'm trying to spend some time with your mama, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to holler at her.
Please welcome T.I. and his wife, Tamika Tiny Harris. I love y'all. Hey, Atlanta. What's up, Atlanta?
What's happening?
First of all, my mic, because you are the only rapper she listens to.
Oh, okay. So mama, say what's happening.
Okay. Mama. You guys have been together for 14 years, right? Yeah. And they've been married for 5. And recently, you took your very first honeymoon to Costa Rica, but things didn't turn as you planned. Why?
Because we got nosy children and some very lenient chaperones.
Yes. Well, they want to be with their parents.
I kept waiting for you guys to seem mad. You didn't seem that mad to see them, and that made me love you even more. It's like there was no surprise that they showed up, and then you all just loved that.
You should see the outtakes.
Well, at first I didn't want them to come, but once I seen how big the house was, it was like, okay, we need something else to do. So they came. It was a lot.
I had plans.
But and in this episode, in this season, they're all starting to grow up, right? And that brings with it its own
Yeah, absolutely.
changes. How's that going?
Definitely more sophisticated scenarios for us to find ourselves in as parents. The older they get, the higher the stakes.
Some parents, though, I have to say.
Thank you. Yes. Yes. But the youngest. This is my favorite son. So supposedly your youngest son, Major, had all kind of demands.
Yeah.
Before he was signed to do another season of the show.
Yeah, he would not agree to do it without, some game time.
Right. Yeah. And did y'all acquiesce?
Yeah, we had to concede. We had no choice. There's no show.
See, they're putting on a united front. They're right here in the audience, and they're like, don't step out of line, Dad. We're watching you. I love it.
Well, right now, we teach them how to run the family business. It's summertime, ain't no school, so they may as well come along and see how the cereal make it in the cupboard.
Well, yeah. Because at some point, they're going to have to know.
Absolutely.
Might as well do it now while it's time.
Absolutely.
And they're not going, why didn't you tell me?
There you go.
Now you know.
There you go.
Now you know.
Tiny, you and I met before because we talked when you changed your eye color.
Yeah.
You didn't notice from brown to kind of grayish blue now.
Yeah, gray.
You changed
So-
my color.
He finds out on the air. But a lot of us know you from the 90s with your group Escape. And you've been actually recording again. How about the two of you? Are you going to record together maybe?
I mean, that like the studios.
That's like a humna.
The studio for me, though, the studio for me is kind of like, that's my alter ego. And she has her alter ego when she's in the studio. They have yet to make music together because we don't know if they'll get along.
I think that's smart. A little separation. It keeps you,
That's it, yeah.
Well, one song. Come on. You go upstairs, she go downstairs, put the mic somewhere where they pick y'all, because I want to hear that blend. I think that blend would be fly.
You know what? Well,
That's
baby,
how
we'll
old I
just
am.
see.
Fly.
We'll just see. We won't. We'll see how they get along.
Okay, well, we thought, We're going to play a game called Does Your Boo Know You?
And we asked you guys separately.
I didn't even know she changed that eye color.
Sorry.
I'm nervous for you. We asked you guys
Pray for me, y'all.
a few questions separately about each other, and you wrote down your answers. Let's see how well you know each other.
Can this kid see this?
I don't know.
I kept it PG. I kept mine PG.
It's PG.
Oh,
all right,
man.
question. Are you ready, Tia?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? What does your wife say is the sexiest part of your body?
I thought you said it was going to be PG.
That's up to your answer. Your answer is PG.
Just listen.
Okay. Close your eyes, neat.
Wow. Look, your son is like, come on.
There you go.
His lips, okay. Let's see if you guys can go to the next one. What's the one thing you do?
I'm setting for you.
Tia, who is the boss in your home? Who rules the roost?
Come on, you could get this one.
You got it. I know the answer.
Lie if you have to.
Okay, that was a good one. I said.
See?
You are losing.
Who is Tiny's crush?
Oh, man.
That was a good one.
Girl crush.
Girl crush. They didn't say girl crush.
It
But
says celebrity. It says celebrity.
Charlie, honey.
All right.
I'm not good at this.
That's okay. This is our last question.
I'm too
Last
busy
question.
working.
Well, you've been married 14 years, so.
Married for 5. Let's do this. T.I., who said I love you?
I think I could get this one.
Get this
I'm
one.
trying.
You need a political
I don't think you
advisor.
realize how much is riding on there.
Oh, I know.
Good job. Our thanks to T.I. and Tamika Heidi Harris. T.I. and Tiny, The Family Hustle airs Monday nights on VH1. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Handle it if the man you call dad said he's really a woman. The family starring in a new reality series shares the struggles of becoming a...
Far from the cover of Vanity Fair in a Malibu mansion, another transgender person is making headlines in Becoming Us, a new docuseries that's seen through the eyes of a teenager whose father has transitioned into a woman. Take a look.
I thought I knew exactly where my life was headed. Until she came along. Thing got turned upside down. I know she's gonna be around for a while, so I gotta just do whatever I can to figure this out. So me and her can just understand each other. Her name is Carly. And Carly was my dad.
So great. Please welcome Susie Crawford. Carly used to be Charlie and Dad, and 17-year-old Bentley Walls. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Thank you for being here with us. Now, Caitlyn Jenner has said, and I think was a pretty bold pronouncement, that she represents the new normal. Is your family the new normal family?
I think we're a normal family, but we're definitely we're a part of something that's becoming more normal. And I'm so proud of that, and I'm beyond honored to be a part of it. But really, I think the bigger question is we got to get to a time where we can accept and love and feel how we want to feel. You know what I mean?
I think that's beautiful. I think you're incredible, and I think you'll do a lot toward moving us toward that. How did you guys create such an extraordinary son? Because I'm a mom of a 3-year-old. I want to know.
Honoring Ben's feelings.
Yeah.
So listening, a lot of listening.
A lot of listening and a lot of respecting his feelings and his emotions all along the way.
I know
This big.
Sorry. I know this was Ben's idea to do it, but really, why did you say, yeah, I'm okay with this?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. Number one, he's my son, and frankly, I looked at it and went, wow, that's an amazing thought, you know. At first, I wasn't really sure what was going to happen, but when it came to fruition, I was like, I'm on board. And because, you know, there's a community out there that is normalized, I mean, not normalized, I'm sorry, marginalized and dehumanized. You know, we need to get past the point in time where you can, you know, so you can walk down the street and not be pointed at, laughed at, mocked at. Parents with their kids laughing, pointing, staring, you know. We need to get past the point in time where we require legislation for anti-discrimination laws. You know, we need a complete shift in people's attitudes, time barriers, and start accepting people for who they are and having some common decency and respect. That's what we need.
And what she said, right? Yeah. Mom, I want to know what this has been like for you, because you seem like a pillar of strength, but in many ways your life has been turned upside down, at least from probably what you thought it would be.
Yes. Yeah, I was quite devastated and scared and angry. My marriage the traditional marriage was over. I lost, you know, a house and a yard and a dog and all those things.
Husband, right?
And a husband. Yes, and that step from there to what are people going to think of me? When I saw Carly walking around with makeup and women's clothes, you know, immediately was afraid that people would judge me. So that was really difficult, really difficult.
How is it now for you? I know that Carly has decided to have additional surgery, or that's exactly what we were told in the second episode of the show. How are you guys dealing with this? I know you have a hard time with it.
I mean, who would have knew that my dad was becoming a woman at the... It's
oh my
like...
God. Say that again. Say that again. That just gave me a chill through my whole body. Say that again.
I said, who would have known that my dad was becoming a woman at the same time that I was becoming a man? And
can't imagine what that's like for any of you.
And even being a teenager as it is,
it's so weird anyway, right?
Hard.
Yeah, it's so hard.
It's just like, yeah, it's hard, but we're working and at the end of the day, we all love each other a lot.
Yeah. I've had my work. I've had to do a lot of work where to get to where I am, and we have to do a lot of work as a family to get to where I am too. So it's kind of a shared effort, really.
I want to show a sneak peek of next week's episode. I know we saw it already, but our viewers haven't. Where you seek some advice from your girlfriend, but I don't want to spoil it. I think we want to go to the clip.
My mom is my mom.
Does Carly want you to call her mom?
Yeah.
Has she talked to you about it?
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. You can call you dad, I'm not going to call you mom.
Just call her Carly.
If my dad ever asked me to call him mom, I would be freaked out by it.
I think you are all beautiful and extraordinarily strong, and I think sharing your story is incredibly important, and I think you are going to make a world of difference for a lot of people. So if you ever have a rough moment, I mean, I think you need to think about what you're doing, educating people not going through it, and strengthening people who are, all of you. So congratulations to you.
And good luck.
Really. You can couch the groundbreaking docuseries, Do Not Miss It, Becoming Us on the ABC Family Monday nights. Our thanks to Carly, Susie, and the extraordinary Ben. We will be right back.
Oh, that smells good. You're lucky it's almost lunchtime, because we've got an...
The perfect recipes and flavors for summer come from island nations like Haiti. And if you've never had it before, we're showing you what you've been missing with a little help from executive chef of Montauk Yacht Club, Resort and Marina, Ron Duprat, and our fabulous Megan who is one of the best women ever and a native of Haiti. So, Ron, what is going on this table? It's so exciting.
Easy, easy. You going for the mango?
Oh, I've been dying for this for 5 minutes.
So what's going on here? What are you making?
So I'm bringing you a little bit of flavor of Haiti. What you have here, you have some fried pork, which we marinate, and some...
Oh.
It'll be the best you'll ever have. Over here, I have some lemon brine chicken.
Oh, lemon brine chicken.
So I do a thick and fried chicken.
Right.
I brine the chicken for overnight.
Right.
And then over here, this is a pickles.
Pickles?
Yes, yes.
What, is it hot?
Yes.
It's spicy?
Yes.
Oh, you
spicy. Bring the heat.
I like that.
So, which is like, it's a cabbage with vinegar, carrots.
Like a slaw.
Like a slaw.
Okay.
But a spicy
in
slaw.
Haiti, we call it spicy slaw.
Right.
And then over here, this is a famous dirigeon.
What? Say it one more time.
Dirigeon.
Dirigeon. Everybody. Dirigeon. Right. And what is dirigeon?
Dirigeon is rice and black mushroom.
Oh.
Can we eat?
Yes.
Yes, you can eat. It's for you to eat. It's for you to eat.
Yeah, good.
You can start.
And what's in here?
What are Haitian spices per se? Haitian spices per se, like for your fried pork. What is it? Is it very spicy? Is it cumin?
It's very spicy. You got green onion, you got garlic, shallots, scotch bonnet, olive oil.
I like it.
Chef,
Yes.
it smells great in here, and I know you're going to cook for us in just a little bit. But your story is so extraordinary. You came to this country when you were 16 on a boat at sea for like a month, right?
That's correct.
A month. You could have lost your life. What was it that drove you so much to come here?
They drove me is the American dreams.
And you are the American dream, too, because you were homeless, you didn't speak the language, but yet you got a job that just sort of changed your life.
Well, I started as a dishwasher. I was to where I want to be. To me, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. Something I want to cherish for the rest of my life. Back home is like, if you're not a doctor, a lawyer, a politician, like, people look down on you. But I want to change that. I just say I want to cook. I think they, believe it or not, some friends look down because I'm a chef.
A chef who's been on Top Chef.
On Top Chef, season 3. But that's the American dream nowadays. Yeah. Go to a reality show and make that happen.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, hey,
You know what?
I'm here because of my fans.
Yeah, come on, child. Please.
All right, some of us are never going to get up from this table ever again. We are going to go cook your magical recipe here, right?
Let's do it.
Okay. Now, chef, do you need these?
Yes, I don't need them, but I'll take them.
Okay. Ooh, they smell good.
Yeah,
okay.
I
Now,
went down for good luck.
what's the first step? You make your own broth.
The first step, this is the dry mushroom.
Okay.
I dehydrate the mushrooms, put some water in the mushroom. Some people do it for 8 hours, or some people do it overnight.
And you can't, and this is the flavor, so you accept this.
You don't
step,
mess
right?
with that. Grandma will be very
Don't
upset.
mess with that.
Did your grandma teach you these recipes?
Yes.
You
yes.
still use them in...
I still use some recipe.
Okay.
Only in Haitian cooking, not at the yacht club.
Okay.
So over here I have the onion and the garlic.
Right.
And the garlic.
Right.
When they become translucent.
Right.
Okay, I add my rice.
Right.
Fried rice. No
Yes.
liquid yet.
No liquid, no liquid.
We're getting
I
flavor.
heard that flavors the rice, right?
The flavor of the rice. So I add some peas.
Okay.
You can stir if you like.
Oh God, it smells so good. Okay.
And then this
hit me
is
with
the
some
water
broth.
from the mushroom.
Okay. Oh my God.
So my mom stopped cooking for my family when I was 13 years old. She said we didn't appreciate her. When did you start cooking, or was it a necessity like mine?
I started cooking ever since I can tie my shoes. Yes.
Oh my God.
Because cooking always
so
a passion there.
This smells so good.
Yes.
I wish TVs could smell. Now, we don't have time to cook it all here, but we have, so this is what down to, right?
I'm sorry, Miss Nicole, but like you cover it, because how do you make this rice perfect and fluffy like this?
Okay, you cover it up for like 18 minutes till it
Okay.
suck the water of the John. And then you suck it up. And over here, there's a catch to that.
Oh, I can't eat? Oh, I can't eat?
No, not yet.
okay.
You need to finish up.
All right.
You finish up with some scotch bonnet.
Oh, that's one of the hottest
And
peppers
fresh
on the
thyme.
pepper
Oh, yeah,
list.
no. I'm
Okay?
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold it.
Laughing at
She's starving.
Okay, all right.
Now you can
This is
try it.
spicy. All right, I'm going to taste it before I have to talk. Oh, my God.
I mean, it's amazing.
You're amazing. Our thanks to
amazing.
Chef Ron DuPrat for making this unbelievable food for us. I don't know how we're going to get these three out of here. We will be right back.
You won't get the...
Hey, welcome back. You know, we did a couple of things. We want to mention that our friend Jimmy Fallon wrote a new kid's book called Your Baby's First Word Will Be Dada. And this is Jimmy's book to his baby. And we want to say, we love you, Deborah Roberts. You come back anytime you want to.
Thank you.
We want to thank you, Karen, for turning us on to Chef, the fabulous food of Haiti. We want to thank you guys for coming and hanging with us because you make us better at what we do and we want to thank you and say take a little time to enjoy whatever view you happen upon. Enjoy.